So I'm Andrew. I'm a sophomore here at FSU as a exercise physiology major, and I recently joined the CAP lab as a clinical research assistant here. So outside of the lab and academic obligations, I'm a really big fan of outdoorsy things like fishing, hiking. So yeah, that's my jam. So when I was looking at the research labs to join here at FSU, I feel like the CAP lab really called out to me in particular. And I will say all the research here at FSU really is fascinating and groundbreaking in its own unique right, and the CAP lab is absolutely no exception to that. But I feel like what really sold me on the CAP lab being the place that I wanted to be at was the collaborative nature of the research that seemed to be going on here. For example, on the website, on the very front page is a big picture of all the current members at an outdoor event, smiling and having a good time. And I thought, when I was looking at other labs websites, I feel like it seemed very clinical, if you will. The members there were just there to complete the assignment, whether that be finishing the paper or completing the research or whatnot. But I feel like the CAP lab truly feels like its own little community of actual, not just lab members, but friends almost. And so I feel like that's what really sold me on joining the lab. So when I was doing preliminary research on the work that CAP Lab has put out, I found a lot of research on high blood pressure, and I thought that was really fascinating to me as someone who has struggled with hypertension in the past. So doing some more background research on hypertension, I learned that there are so many different factors that could affect that, whether it be hormonal changes in your leptin or renin in the RAS cascade, or even other things such as parasympathetic, sympathetic nervous system spikes, and even your diet and hydration levels can play a really, really large role in the number that would appear in your blood pressure cuff. And so I feel like just getting to learn all about the multifaceted nature of the factors that do play a role into high blood pressure and the research into that was super, super interesting to me and definitely played a large part in me wanting to join this lab. So to me, the CAP lab represents the most direct bridge there is between my theoretical coursework to real, actual applied settings. And it's so fascinating, even in my short time here, seeing the concepts I learned in my textbooks actually manifest themselves in front of my eyes in these real clinical research trials. And so through this research, I really want to gain a better, more nuanced understanding of health, particularly in an applied setting in the realms of cardiovascular and metabolic function, so that hopefully I can eventually be able to contribute my own piece of knowledge to the scientific body and also advance public health and education in my own way.